Welcome back to TV5 News at 9. It is time now for Aging in Style with American Retirement Advisors. Joining us now is President and Owner Joe Vitale. Thank you so much for calling in today, Joe. We appreciate it.
Good morning, Colette. How are you?
Good morning. I'm doing well. Thank you. Okay, so we need you today. It's the new year. The pandemic's going on. We are talking about planning for retirement in the new year. So we know the pandemic has really changed a lot. So should people stay with the same plan or make some adjustments now, Joe?
Well, the key is you have to have a plan, right? And the thing is, you have to make sure that you're not making knee-jerk reactions and saying, oh my goodness, I'm going to move everything to cash, or I'm just going to get super aggressive. You know, we typically find those who stay the course, you know, are going to do what's good in the long haul. So we want to make sure we don't make emotional changes. We don't want to do things regardless of political affiliation. We don't want to do things that are leaning one way or another. And part of that is when we're looking at the politics as an example, one of the things we need to look at is typically, historically, regardless if it's Republican or Democrat, when there's three branches of power in one party, President, House, and Senate, typically you're going to see a little downturn is what historically we've seen. And that's scaring a lot of people, of course, because they don't know what to expect. But on the other side, what we're seeing futures go up, we're seeing the markets still continue to climb. And I think the reason for that is what you're finding, or what we know the reason for that is what we're finding is the market is really wanting to open up, right? We've been closed down for so long all over the country. Everybody's really getting excited. They're starting to see the vaccine roll out. They're starting to get more excited about business opening up, and the market likes that. So when that happens, the market's responding positively because they're saying, hey, we're seeing things open up. We think we're going to have growth next year. People are going to want to go out. They're going to want to go out to eat. They're going to go traveling, and that's good for the market. So that's why it's very important not to make a lot of changes, stay the course, you know, put a plan together, make sure there is a plan, and work the plan.
I love that. You always say stay the course. We should keep that in mind. Stay the course. So, Joe, if someone really wants to improve their retirement portfolio, does that mean that someone has to take more risk, or are there options without risk?
There's a lot of good options. I think it's very important to be, again, like we talk about all the time, being properly allocated, right? We want to make sure that you can have some risk in there as long as it's equally balanced for your risk tolerance, for your long-term plan, for your time horizon. So you don't necessarily have to take more risk. There's some things called efficient frontiers, which is diversification. And through diversification, you can achieve better rates of return without a whole lot of risk. So we want to look at properly allocating. There's some different short-term things out there. There's a lot of strategies that can still really yield a good rate of return without a whole lot of risk, and really give peace of mind for a lot of our families in retirement, moving into retirement, because that's a big thing. A lot of people still, with all the uncertainty, they want that peace of mind. They want that sleep at night insurance, so to speak, where they can still, you know, put their head at, you know, rest easy, knowing that they have some money safe. And that's what we really want to look at. We want to make sure that if you don't know if you have that, you want to, you know, give us a call. We can help you with that and make sure that you have that.
Now, if we are not Joe, we all make mistakes when it comes to money and investing.
Joe does too.
Well, you know, Joe, what mistakes should people avoid in 2021? We need some tips.
You know, again, making emotional decisions is the biggest problem. We've had a couple clients who made emotional decisions. Oh, I need to sell, I need to move, and we just try to keep reassuring them, please, you have to stay the course. Mm-hmm. Don't make those decisions. And we've had a couple who didn't listen, but the majority of our clients all, you know, they understand how we were invested, how we were allocated. We've got them equally balanced. So as a result, they were able to stay the course and are able to stay the course. And as a result, they're saying, oh my goodness, Joe, I'm so thankful that we didn't do anything. Because not only did it come back, it came back a lot better than we had anticipated. So making emotional decisions is really hard. Not making emotional decisions is really hard. So we need to make sure that we don't just make knee-jerk reactions. We don't make emotional. We have a disciplined approach, and we just stay focused on our goal. And, you know, we have a long-term goal. We have time. We look at our time horizon, and investing is long-term. So we want to make sure that we're properly allocated for that.
Yeah, and with the new year, you know, a lot of people's plans change. So If someone's benefit plan changed, what adjustments should they make, Joe?
And you see that. You see that a lot of, we have clients coming all the time where they move from one job to another, or one 401k plan to another. That they have orphan 401ks that are just sitting there. They're like, Joe, what do I do with this? Great time to evaluate that. We can look at that, look at your options, seeing if it is viable. We had one of our clients come in just yesterday who they're not even matching in their 401k plan, and so we help them with some different options and where they can do better, potentially for themselves, have more options, better investment portfolio where they can see where they're going, how they're going, and it's better. So depending on what the employer offers, yes, it's a good time to revisit it to make sure that it's in line with your risk tolerance, in line with your time horizon, and we can achieve a good rate of return.
And Joe, there's still a lot of uncertainty in the market right now. So what should people do?
Again, with all the uncertainty, who's got that crystal ball? Nobody has it, right?
Right.
So we don't know. And that's the biggest thing. Last year, remember when we were talking last year, nobody would have thought that what happened last year happened. And because of all the uncertainty, people still are on the fence. There's people who are still sitting in cash. There are still people who refuse to get in the market, and you miss a lot of the upside. If you remember anything, you remember history, and history says we're going to have ups and downs, but if you stay the course, the market will correct, it will come back, and you'll win if you stay the course and are disciplined. So with all the uncertainty, again, we talk about this all the time, making sure you have a disciplined approach, making sure you're properly allocated, making sure you have predictable income. And with the predictable income, you don't have to worry as much. We've had these conversations, and we continue to with all of our clients. How's our income? We solve for income. We make sure there's income available, especially, in retirement, so that you can live. And then the allocation follows, and it's all about having everything in order. And even with uncertainty, you can, again, have that peace of mind and the sleep insurance that you need.
And stay the course, like you always say, Joe. Thank you so much again for joining us today. We appreciate you being here.
You're welcome. Thanks, Glenn. Have a good day.
You're welcome. You as well. Thank you, Joe. If you want more information, just head on over to the Aging and Style page. That's on WNEM.com.